this weekend in the low 40s. Plus, the chill will return on Sunday, early afternoon to the beginning of the week, with a low and low 40s through the middle of the week. I'm WSPD meteorologist Jessica Burns.
FM. Oh, what a beautiful morning. It's Friday morning, and that means it's time for the first federal program on WROI Giant FM.
It is that time of the morning. We welcome Todd to the program this morning. Good morning, Todd. How are you?
Morning, Randy. Great to be here with you.
Yes. Not so beautiful morning outside, but still, hey, we're vertical and we're ready to go, right?
Yeah, we'll talk about that in just a second. I want to make sure we welcome Dr. Natalie Tucker from Marian University's Ancilla College with us today. It's going to be great to talk to you in a few minutes.
Thank you.
You're welcome to join in the conversation as we proceed this morning.
Okay, awesome.
We'll
Thank you.
spend a lot of time specifically with you at the end of the show.
Awesome. Great. Thank you.
So we got a lot going on today.
It is. It's a Friday, and last Friday we were off because of Thanksgiving. So
You had a nice Thanksgiving?
I did. Did you?
Yeah, family.
Awesome.
Nothing
Perfect family
better than
time.
spending time with
Yes,
family.
always enjoy it. But sometimes we were talking on it before we went on that it makes it a little more challenging this week after 2 days off. That now you try to catch up.
Well,
And
thank you.
everyone
We
on
just
Friday.
had one day off, though.
Yeah.
We were open on Friday.
Well,
and
there you go.
Yeah. So,
Trying to play catch up is always fun.
yeah, it was a great week, and now we're into this week, and now we're into the holiday stroll day today.
It is. It is. Might want to bring your umbrella. There's a little bit of chance of rain this evening yet still. So, but it's going to be 40. So at least it's not
It's not
freezing.
cold rain.
It's not snowing.
And I heard this at one point in time, maybe it's appropriate today. You know, what's economists and weathermen, they're wrong 50% of the time, you know.
My
So
dad says 90.
90.
Yeah.
And they can keep their jobs.
And they
Right.
keep their jobs, too.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So, with that hope, maybe it won't be wet tonight.
Maybe will just stop. During
San-
6 o'clock, it'll stop for a little bit.
Santa arrives around 6
Yeah.
o'clock. There's festivities going on from 6 to 8 downtown tonight. There's usually a pretty big crowd.
Has some ice sculptures. That 40-degree weather may cause a little havoc with those. They may not last near as long.
That'd be
but
droopy.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
a reindeer coming, I
There is
believe.
reindeer, hot chocolate, and all sorts of
And
stuff.
lots of the local businesses will be open. We want to support them, and especially this weekend, encourage people to shop local here.
Yes. You still, I know you still can get your passports stamped for the downtown business stuff or chamber
Yeah, the
event
chamber.
going on. Yeah,
Yeah.
you still have. I think there's a whole other weekend of it.
There's some
So
nice prizes with that. too.
there is.
Yeah.
Get those passports stamped.
We had Christine Walsh from the Downtown Partnership on a couple weeks
Mhm.
ago, and she promises something special tonight.
I know. I can't wait.
But she wouldn't really disclose
She
what that
wouldn't.
was.
I talked to her yesterday, and she still wouldn't tell me what it was.
I have
so,
no idea. So.
yeah, I have to be downtown and find out.
So there's still a lot going on with the holiday stroll this weekend. Santa will be here, of course. So Santa will be in his house on Main Street,
Yep.
near the courthouse. You can visit with Santa later today. Tomorrow morning at Giretti's is Santa's breakfast from 8 to 10. I'm not sure if you need reservations for that or not.
Usually, I think they do. Yes.
But just check with the Downtown Partnership or Giretti's. And also, Santa will have story time tomorrow at the Charbel Studio from 3:15 to 3:50.
Looks like that. I've seen in the windows. It looks like that's a neat little studio next to the theater there.
Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing that.
Julie Schambarger and the board are doing great work there and having that little studio next to the Times Theater. And speaking of the Times Theater, big movie weekend there too.
Big movie month.
Right.
Yeah, we talked to her on Tuesday with Giving Tuesday, and yeah, all Christmas holiday movies free.
To our
Thanks.
great, generous community.
Yes, thanks to some great sponsors throughout, and yeah, all the holiday movies free during the month of December.
It costs money to do that, and
Yeah.
our community has stepped up, and there's
Awesome.
a schedule out there. Check out their Facebook page. The movies tomorrow, Elf at 2 o'clock, Polar Express at 4 o'clock.
Some great holiday movies.
I think this is an anniversry for Elf this year, I think.
Okay.
Is it 20 years?
Well, yeah, something like
Oh,
that.
that's so hard to believe.
Oh.
It makes me feel so old.
Do you enjoy that movie?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's
I do
wonderful.
too.
Yeah.
It's almost
It is.
become, my family loves like watching holiday movies.
Mhm.
Elf's a corny tradition now.
It is. That's good.
Yeah.
And I happen to know there's a couple people coming dressed as Elf tonight,
Yeah.
and I don't remember the name off the top of his girlfriend.
Okay.
They'll be here tonight.
Ah. decorate
and the
that.
holiday stroll.
Awesome.
Yeah, so Buddy himself will be appearing there.
Yeah,
right?
Buddy, that's
Buddy
right.
the elf,
Buddy
yes.
the elf.
Yeah.
We could all live that life.
So that's not anything that part of the downtown park.
No,
that's just a
An extra.
couple citizens dressing up to participate in the
That'll be
festivities.
fun.
So trivia today.
Oh, this is the scary part. I've been worried about this all week when I was told I got to fill in. So.
This just came up like 15, 20 minutes ago.
No, so this is real hardcore trivia.
I was thinking about Thanksgiving and holiday times. I mean, our family like to play a lot of board games
Okay.
with family, and we played a fair number of board games. Probably Catan, probably 12 times. I only won one time. But
You're letting everybody else win.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, what's the best-selling board game of all time?
Ooh.
And this is just from a Google search, so it's
Uh-huh.
probably not anything official. So there's probably no wrong answer. Yeah. Options are chess, checkers, Monopoly, or Scrabble.
I think I have a guess already.
Okay,
All
well,
right.
good.
Yeah.
Dr. Tucker, you can play on this game too. We don't guess now.
I have
but
a guess.
We'll
I have
do
a
it at
guess
the end of the
too.
show. So sports. Johnny covered sports
Oh,
at
he did, he did.
7 o'clock today.
Big weekend for Rochester sports. The Zebra guys open their home portion of the season tonight against Winnemac. Winnemac's coming in 2-0. Rochester 1-0 with a big win last week against Culver. So.
Let me pause you there a second. I learned that Dr. Natalie Tucker is from the Winnemac area.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Did you go to Winnemac High
I
School?
did, and my
Okay.
children go to Winnemac,
Okay.
and my mother taught there for about 15 years as
Okay.
well.
So a big basketball game tonight.
Yeah, that's very
Boys.
exciting.
Yeah.
Boys are doing well
Yeah.
over there as well. New coach Mike Singleton there, and so yeah, they're doing well. So it'll be a challenge
Yeah,
tonight. It'll be a
sounds
great
like
game.
yeah, sounds like
it
an
will be.
exciting game.
Got that on the Giant FM
Yeah, we'll
tonight.
be on Giant FM and RTC TV4. And tomorrow night, then the girls are back at home finally after a few road games, and they'll be taking on Southwood in the TRC.
Okay.
Southwood had a slower start with basketball because of the success of their volleyball, winning the state title there. So this will only be like their third or fourth game of the season. So a little sluggish start for them, getting their basketball legs underneath them.
So maybe a rainy weekend if you incline not to go to the holiday school
There
festivities.
you go.
Nothing better than high school basketball.
Oh, yeah.
Inside a nice warm gym.
Yeah, you still got time to do that. It's at 6 o'clock, so you can head there, then head on over to the gym and watch games tonight.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
So, college sports coming on. Big Ten basketball season starts tonight.
Oh, it's kind of going to be interesting.
IU and Maryland. That's going to be a tough
Starting
one.
out already. Of course, Purdue predicted to be right up there in the top, but I see they're playing in a couple weeks. They're playing Arizona down in Indy, so
Indianapolis.
that'll be 1 and 2 right now. We'll see if they're still both 1 and 2 at that point.
I
But
think IU has Kansas next weekend,
Yeah.
I think. So.
some big games coming up, and it's always interesting with the Big Ten because you never know what you're going to get especially when you travel on the road. Obviously, those are always important. So.
From our discussions on the radio before, everybody knows I bleed IU red.
Oh yes.
But I've watched Purdue a few times. They are really, really good.
They are. They are
I don't
really
know
good.
if I see
Obviously,
it.
they over there won the Hawaii or Honolulu thing.
Maui.
Maui, yeah. But of course, I believe red and creamy too. So, but the problem is, can Matt Painter and the rest of Purdue figure out how to do something in March? They know how to do it prior. Can they do something in March?
As we're giving equal time,
Yes.
Dr. Tucker has some Purdue background.
She
too.
does. She
So
does.
we just need to make sure she gets recognized. And
Thank you. Yes, spoiler up.
There you go.
IU has a new football coach
They do.
from James Madison.
It didn't take long.
No, I mean they want to get in into the the transfer portal before
Right.
and the NIL before all that breaks loose next week.
And that's crazy. I mean, you're already hearing, obviously, a bunch of names already going into the transfer portal. I know Notre Dame's lost like 3 or 4 to the portal, and I knew IU's lost 2 or 3 as soon as they announced it.
Purdue's lost some.
Yeah,
It's just-
so it's an interesting.
it's a different world.
Yes, it is. It is. And kids, NCAA has unfortunately made it a little easy for them.
Well, it's just like educational educational institutions recruit for students. Well,
Yep.
it's even more so for athletes now.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
hopefully they keep the student athlete balance there.
Yeah.
But it's all about
Very
the
much.
education. That's what's most important.
Well, and that's why we say at Marian University and Salem College, you are a student first and foremost, and it is a privilege to be an athlete.
Yeah.
And so we are very, very, very transparent with our students about that.
That's a great perspective.
And we can always talk more about that coming up here in a little bit with Dr. Tucker.
Colts are on this weekend.
They are.
The Titans on
Will be.
WROI.
Yep.
And Sunday at 1 o'clock, I believe.
Be an interesting one.
CBS, if you want to
Yeah.
watch that, but make sure you turn down the sound.
That's right, and then turn on the radio.
Yeah.
Because then the Colts announced too that here in 2 weeks when they play the Steelers, they've moved that from a Sunday to a Saturday afternoon game.
Okay.
Yes.
That's
Coming up on the
schedule.
16th, they'll play the Steelers down at Lucas Oil, and that'll be a 4:30 start on Saturday now. So.
On WROI.
Yep, we'll still
also.
have it here. Yes, all Colts game all season long. But yeah, change. The NFL announced that just yesterday.
It means the Bears and Steelers are pretty good teams. They're trying to move.
They're, yeah,
more ice.
You get towards the end of the regular NFL, they start moving things around.
Well, I looked up some days for today.
Okay.
Today in 1913, the world's first moving assembly line debuted. Of course, the Model Ts and the Ford factory. Yes. Then also 1955. This is a really important date in history. This is when Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat on the Montgomery school bus.
Ah.
Do you know who actually owns that bus today?
I do not know that.
It is at the Henry Ford Museum.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great tie
Wow.
together there.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr.
Yes,
Tucker,
I
for bringing
walked
that
through
up.
that myself, which, that's ironic that
Yeah.
both of
Yeah.
those are anniversaries are today too.
Yeah, there's no coincidence ever. I think
You're
that's
absolutely right. Absolutely
Well,
right.
thank you for sharing that. Tanner's off today, and he provided us with some tidbits. It's National Christmas Lights Day.
How appropriate.
He doesn't like Christmas
Right,
lights.
right.
Eat a red apple day. Nothing wrong with that either. National Bartender Day. Day Without Art Day. I'm not sure I like that. I
No,
like art.
you gotta have art. You gotta have a little art in your life.
Yeah. Wear a Dress Day and National Cookie Cutter Day.
Definitely all miss the dress one.
Yes.
Well, that's okay on that one. Cookie cutter day, though, that drew my interest. Making
yeah.
some fresh cookies.
It's the season. Christmas
Yeah.
cookies.
Definitely.
Tis the season, right? We have an upcoming event. The Fulton County Choral Club was presenting the Hope of Christmas on Sunday, December 3rd at 2 p.m. at Grace Church. A free will donation will be collected for the United Ministries Fund. It's a great fund. They ran a little short of funds this year, so anything the community can do to help support that would be great.
That's always a great cause.
We'll briefly cover business news here. Dow had a great day yesterday, and actually a great month. Dow was up over 500 points to 35,950.89. That reached a 2023 high.
Oh.
So for everybody that's invested in the stock market, maybe our retirements and 401ks, it's been a good year. It capped an 8% November rally. And they attribute basically this success as investors are viewing a cooling of inflation, and the Fed may ease their monetary policy and not be raising rates. In fact, talking about cuts potentially in 2024. So
That would be very
that's
helpful.
good for everybody. That relates to the bank too.
Yes, right, exactly.
Bank's open today and tomorrow. Rain or shine. We'll be
Rain or
open,
shine, it's always there.
8:30 to 5 and 8:30 to noon tomorrow. Speaking of rates, we have a 10-month CD special at 5.10% APY. That's one of the best rates in our market. So take advantage of that. We also have special loan rates. With loan rates going up, we have a December purchase special, basically where we'll give you a credit for loans less than $200,000. We'll give you a $750 credit. And for loans greater than $200,000, you get a $1,250 credit. So that kind of eases the pain with the closing costs and higher rates. Get you in, if you're looking for a home, it's always a good time. Come talk to Stacy Wilson or Ben Dalton. They'll be happy to help you out and make sure they help direct you to the right product. We also have a construction permanent special. We do a one closing construction loan, so after the construction period, it automatically modifies into payments so that you can pay that off over 20, 30 years. We have a special fixed and adjustable rates on those. We also have a second mortgage special with rates starting as low as 8.5%, 8.864 APR. So if you want to do that home improvement and start making payments on it rather than using a home equity line of credit, we've got great products for you. So come visit us. We're happy to help you out. It's never the wrong time to look at housing, and we have some great experts that can help you with that.
Always something to do around the house too.
Oh yeah, there's always something to do around the house. So you probably have some projects on your mind right now.
There's always projects.
And my wife's going out of town this weekend. I was talking about maybe projects I can do to bide my time while she's away this week.
There you go. Yes.
Other than watching Big Ten basketball and
That sounds like
conference football games.
That sounds.
That's more
I was going
fun.
to say that sounds more.
Reality is I spend more time doing that.
Yeah, more entertaining that way.
So just want to remind everybody that we are FDIC insured. We're an equal housing lender, and our NMLS number is 399927. We're the only locally owned bank in Fulton County. We don't want to be the biggest, just the best bank. As our Big Belcher has kind of coined that for us.
We are officially legal now.
Yes. I want to welcome our guest, Dr. Natalie Tucker, Vice President and Dean of Marian's University in Ancilla College. Welcome.
Thank you, Todd. Thank you for having me here today.
No problem. We're glad you're here, and talking to you before the show started this morning, found out that you're locally born and bred. That's awesome.
Yes. Grew up outside of Star City, kind of between Kiwana and Royal Center, part of a large family farm, Daily Farms, and all my siblings and I, 10-year 4-H'ers. My dad was a 10-year 4-H'er, and graduated from Winnemac, went on to Purdue. All 4 of my siblings and I are all Purdue grads.
Brother up.
Yes, lots of brother.
Can't believe I said that.
I know, right?
Sweetheart.
And so, we all went to Purdue, and we weren't brainwashed to go to Purdue, but part of us have degrees in ag, and my doctorate's in agriculture, and have always been involved in the ag industry and in rural communities in different capacities. So worked at Purdue for a little bit, came back, was our extension director in Pasco County for a number of years, did forestry development, ran our fair, and then worked locally for some judges, and actually did court development programming and grant writing for substance abuse programs. So just kind of some challenges in rural communities, trying to help find solutions.
So you know our communities very well.
Very, very well, very well. And actually, my first job out of college, with my bachelor's degree, was at Ancilla College, and I was an enrollment counselor there 22 years ago. I hate to say that, but so I've had a long history with them, because I was there for about a year before I went over to Purdue, and spent 12 years with Purdue. So my mom is also an Ancilla student, as well. She started her education degree there. So again, had a long history with the college. Ended up teaching there for about 10 years. That rolled into a leadership role with our ag program. So we have a 2-year associates in agriculture. And then that led to this leadership role. So I get to oversee the whole college, all the students, the faculty, 25 faculty, about 55 employees total, on our beautiful campus here outside of Plymouth.
And how many students there?
About 220.
220, that's
Yes,
great.
yes. We are 47% first generation, so that definitely, and then there's a lot of intentionality around that, because that was the sisters, the sisters of Ancilla College. That was their intention when they founded their educational organization back in 1937, was to serve the community, and especially serve those in the rural community as well, especially those that are first generation. And so we still carry that legacy on.
It's great because you know the area, you're local, you know the ins and outs of our counties, but also there's a great continuing education opportunity
In your backyard.
with Marian University's Ancilla College. And so it seems like there's a synergy there that just seems to fit, and you seem to be the right person for that. How long have you been doing that role?
Well, the role I'm in now is VP and academic dean of the college. I'm really only 4 months in.
Okay.
I was counting the days in the summer. And so before that, I was academic dean, but for just a month or two. And so the university kind of made this, kind of combine these two positions. And so it's very interesting. So there's times where I have to put on an administrator hat, which it looks so different than an academic dean hat, which is then students and academics and discipline around academics, but also all the programs. And so it's fun to have to change those hats, but it does create some challenges at times as well.
There's also a great opportunity for somebody like you that knows the area and can relate to the students and develop relationships to help with their success at Ancilla College. There's probably a lot of that in there too.
Well, absolutely. We really pride ourselves on personal attention, helping build a sense of belonging for all of our students. As well, when I said 47% are first generation, you know, a lot of them come and they don't even know what college looks like. They didn't even know it was an opportunity. A lot of them come to play sports. About 170 of our students play sports, so we're very athletically driven as well. So we spend a lot of time at providing incredible academic supports to help them academically be successful with us, and that's one thing that Marian University has brought to us. We have intensive tutoring programs, peer tutoring programs, student coaching, academic coaching, student success coaching. We have tutors for all of our courses as well, and we're putting in what is called supplemental instruction. That's a new, kind of a little bit more intense level of tutoring that a lot of colleges are implementing across the United States. So a lot of personal attention, a lot of support, and yes, we want to know your name. They come. I have students in my office a lot. Of course, I have candy. I think they come and maybe use me for my candy. But our goal
Well, whatever it takes, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Develop a relationship and you can help
It's
them out.
very important.
What
Yes.
you're working for basically is for their success ultimately,
Absolutely.
which benefits the communities we grew up in.
Yes, absolutely. We want to be able to prepare those students to go back and work in our communities and help thrive and help build our communities as well, right? Especially rural communities. That's really important.
So there was a change in the last couple of years. Marian University is involved with Ancilla
Mhm.
College, so the official title now is Marian University's Ancilla College, right?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
So, and we use the acronym a lot, MUAC, and stuff, but that's kind of clunky at times, kind of a mouthful. And so about in 2020, that's when the sisters have led the college for the whole perpetuity of it, and it was becoming to a decision how the sisters are going to manage that. The sisters themselves, you know, are definitely still a huge part of our ecosystem there. They still live on the campus as well. And we partner with them for community service opportunities, and one of them serves on a board of trustees. Like, we have constant collaboration with them, which is amazing. But they were to the point where they wanted to do something different with the college, and so they looked at other Catholic colleges. Marian was invited in to start talking about what this collaboration could look like, and we had a lot of the same values as well around the Poor Handmaids of Jesus Christ, which is our order, and their Sisters of Oldenburg Franciscan values. And it was such a natural merging in a sense, and it has been an amazing journey with Marian. The quality of the student support services they brought in with us, their data analytics aspects, their approach to admissions and enrollment. So a lot on the administration side, we've really stepped up our game, but also the academic quality side has definitely had an incredible boost because we were partnering with all their faculty down on the main campus. We have 25 faculty, and I think that's the most we've had in a very long time, a lot of them with doctoral degrees as well. And so when you're taking classes with us, they're Marian classes, and they're transferable as well. And we have some students that do transfer on down. We have 7 degree areas, degree programs. 6 of them are associates, and we do have a bachelor's. We have a bachelor's in nursing. For fall of 24, we'll have a bachelor's of elementary education. So we're trying to hit two community needs right there is good nurses, and we need teachers.
Probably you've seen growth in those areas as far as the student population.
Yes, and attracting them to, again, a small rural area where you get a lot of personal attention.
Well, that really works out well too, because your smaller schools, sometimes these the students get scared thinking of going to IU Bloomington, Purdue. You know, I mean, they're not used to those big classes, and so you know, a small fit where you know you may only have 15, 20
students,
in a class really gives you that one-on-one.
It is, and you know, a lot of our students come within 15 miles of the college, so they are used to smaller rural communities and schools. But we also get a lot of students from up around the Elkhart, South Bend area. We get students from all around the world. We have a wonderful student that's from Zimbabwe. He was just spotlighted in the Plymouth Pilot newspaper. So we do get some really unique students from all around the world as well.
So Ancilla has some resident students there, but also there's some people that just travel from the local communities.
Yeah, so out of that 220 students, 27% of them are folks that travel in. And then our dorms, which we have a male dorm and a female dorm, are within 7 rooms of being full, which is a really great. A great problem. And what's really unique about our student population is we have more males than females. 90% of other colleges across the U.S., you have a higher female population. Our male dorm's full. and stuff. So that's a great problem to have on that property.
Yeah, that is kind of unique for Ancilla College, because of kind of bucking the other universities' numbers.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yes.
It speaks well for, and with the relationship with Marian, I mean, that creates more opportunity for students. You reference the education nursing program. What are some of the other associate degree areas that are going?
Well, I'm a little biased because the agricultural program obviously is near and dear to my heart. And you can have an associate's degree in ag, and you can focus in agribusiness or animal science. Our vet nursing program is one of the best in the state. That's a terminal certification. That means you don't transfer on to be a vet, but you get a high quality certification, and we have an amazing facility. I mean, hands-on surgeries, we kennel animals on the property. You get tremendous amounts of experience. And same with our nursing program. Our simulation labs are absolutely amazing. The mannequins we have one that gives birth. I mean, and they yell, they scream, they have fluids, we have a simulation control room where literally you hit a button and blood pressure goes up. The baby codes, the mother codes, and we have nurses acting out this.
Practical experience.
Yes, absolutely. Which I'd rather have them have in our simulations.
In controlled areas.
Yes, absolutely. So Marian, when they came in and we officially in July of 2021 became Marian University and Ancilla College, that putting a lot of resources and time into developing our nursing program was huge in developing those nursing labs. So our program mirrors in equity to their main campus program, which they have a phenomenal high-quality nursing program, as well, again, to Zay Cliffs Educator College, which is one of the best education colleges in the nation as well. And they do the Science of Reading program. They're an A-plus ranked college. So we're really excited to bring that to our campus as well.
So that's great. When someone graduates, somebody sees this on their resume from Marian University and Ancilla College. That carries some weight.
Oh, absolutely. The quality of the academic experience is incredible for our students, and we pride ourselves in I have 25 amazing faculty that all have a passion for working with students, and they work very hard to develop personal relationships with students and to academically support them. And of course, my staff is phenomenal as well.
One of the questions I had written down, we kind of basically answered that, but maybe you can add some more color to this. What makes Marian University and Ancilla College special, and why should a prospective student consider Ancilla College?
Well, I always, because I do a lot of visits, we have like new student orientation days or families that come through, and I always share with them, we're such an incredibly unique and just an incredibly unique space and place for students. I don't know any other college you can go to where you have college students, nuns that live on the property. We have an assisted living home on our property as well. We have a retreat center, and we have 161 head of cattle. So I don't know where else you can go and have that eclectic community. But in that sense, too, we live on a 1,000-acre farm. The sisters own about 1,000 acres there, too. Some of it's production, a lot of it's in ecological development, which is something that environmental stewardship is really a big part of their work as well. But again, if you want those unique experiences, we have tons of hands-on opportunities. And I think that's because of our population and the passion that our faculty have. We do a lot of hands-on projects. We get you outside the classroom. You get to go, especially for the ag program, you're in our greenhouses. You get to experience, you get to learn how to soil test, you get to work hands-on. Veterinary nursing program, you were working with our meat goats and learning to do blood draws and learning how to flush and things of that nature as well. So, you get out of the classroom hands-on opportunities and a lot of experience around experiential learning. Like, we learn by doing, right?
Yeah, the academic side is very important. You need to have the basics and theory and things like that.
Absolutely.
But the practical application is really important.
Well, and for most students, that's where they see value. This generation especially, they're like, you can lecture to me all you want, but I want to know how I'm really going to use this. And so if we can show them how that is valuable and how it's going to help them in the future, that makes a significant impact, and then they buy in more. And that's what we need from them as well. So
these are awesome opportunities. If a parent or student is interested in Marian University and Ancilla College, how do they learn more?
They just go to our online site at marian.edu/Ancilla. If you Google Marian University and Ancilla College, it will come up as well. But we have a wonderful website with great information, and just feel free to also call the college and set up a visit. We have a beautiful campus. That's another one of those important draws. It's such a beautiful, serene place with a lot of opportunity. We have a lot of student club options as well. Really building up a robust student life there on that campus too. So just again, very unique place, so we love it.
And having some family that has some higher education background too, I'd really encourage, if you're interested at all, go take a visit.
Absolutely.
That's what you see. I mean, there's no, the experience great from the website. I learned a lot from the website this morning.
Mm-hmm.
But go walk the grounds.
It is.
Meet the people.
You know, I always tell students, go step on the campus. When you step on that campus, you either have a feeling of, I belong here, this is a place for me, or you leave and go, I don't know if I'm comfortable here, right? So definitely come step on the campus, and come into, if you have interest in athletic programs, we've set you up with a great visit, a tour. You get to meet with faculty that you're interested in their programs, but you also get to meet with coaches too if you have an interest in athletics. But we have a really great admissions team that does a wonderful job of showcasing our college and making sure to get you connected and talked, and you get to meet with a lot of really great people on that visit.
Well, we've been talking with Dr. Natalie Tucker from Marian University's Ancilla College. Thank you for your time this morning. As we wrap up today, is there anything you'd like to close with to further people's knowledge of what Ancilla College is and what it does?
Well, for one, thank you so much, Todd, for having me today. I'm very honored to be here and to be able to share about the college. So thank you for having me. But please reach out to us if we can be of any help to you. I don't care if you're a high schooler or if you are later on in life and you're thinking about going back to school. You belong with us. We are a home for you, and with a lot of intentionality, a lot of academic support, and a lot of opportunity. So come see us, come visit us. We'd love to be part of your educational journey.
You may run into Dr. Tucker while you're on campus.
Absolutely. My office
sure
is
she
the front
welcomes the
office.
opportunity.
It's hard, yes, and I have candy. Like I said, that's why the students come to my office, is for my food.
Thank you, Dr. Tucker. We appreciate hearing about Marian University's Ancilla College.
Thank
It's a
you.
great opportunity right in our backyard where people should, if they're thinking about continuing education, give it a consideration.
Absolutely. We'd love to have you. Thank you, Tom.
So, trivia.
Okay.
Board game. What's the best-selling board game in the U.S.?
I'm gonna
Chess, checkers, Monopoly, Scrabble.
say Monopoly.
Monopoly, from this totals, have sold over 275 million. Checkers, I mean, how do you know how many checkerboards are sold?
Right.
An estimated 50 billion units have been
Wow.
sold since its introduction, thousands of years ago.
Wow.
Chess sells 3 million units annually, but the total number of units since its introduction are really unknown. So I don't think there's any wrong answer.
There you go.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah,
Board games, gotta love them
yeah.
around the holiday time.
Play some with your family over the holidays.
There you go.
We'll close with words of wisdom from an unknown author. People with good intention make promises. People with good character keep them.
Todd, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Dr. Tucker, thank you. Have a great rest of the holiday and enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's going to do it for the First Federal program here this morning on Giant FM.
With those words of wisdom, this has been the First Federal Program. Join us every Friday at 7:30 on